how are you all doing today? You're all welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you're super welcome. This is Jenifa David, and today I'll be talking about how I found out that I was pregnant. You guys, please grab a bowl of popcorn, sit tight and enjoy this video because it's going to be a very interesting one. Okay, so as we're talking, I'm going to be doing my makeup because I'm about to shoot another video. Yeah, life of a content creator, you know. So yeah, I'm going to be doing my makeup as we talk. Let me just start sharp. My husband came around. He came visiting. As you all know, we don't live together for now, so he came visiting, and before then we had agreed that we're not going to, you know, try for a baby for now. We're just going to, you know, stay because husband was like, he doesn't want another baby for now until Danny is 5 years old. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this man? He's using me to play. So initially that wasn't my own school of thought because I wanted to like give birth to my children sharp, you know. So I didn't want any delays, but because I had a miscarriage earlier, so I wasn't ready, so I had to just pause. So yeah, so we agreed that we're not going to try for a baby, and then after he came, he stayed for like a week. Yeah, he stayed for like a week and went back. My ovulation was supposed to start on the 14th of that month, and he left on the 13th of that month. When he left, the next day I started feeling pains, as in severe pains. When I say pains, severe pains. Okay, so I usually don't have ovulation pains. At all. So when he left, I think it was on the weekend. He left on the weekend, and my mind was not just there at all. Like, my mind wasn't just there at all. So when he left, about 2 days after he left, so I started having that pains. I was confused. I was like, I usually have menstrual cramps. Like, my menstrual cramps are like severe all the time. I must take drugs for it. If I don't take drugs for it, I can't stay. So in my mind, I was like, it's not yet time now. This is not yet time for my monthly show. So I was confused, but when I experienced that pain for 2 days, that was when it dawned on me that, babe, something might be happening. The reason I said so was because during my first pregnancy, I had ovulation pains, okay? And I got to understand that that was like conception that was happening. I had experienced something like that during my first pregnancy, during Danny's pregnancy. So when I started having that pain, it was an excruciating pain. So I just flashed back. I'm like, this is exactly what happened during Danny's time. I was talking to myself. I was like, you know what? I think this is conception. Probably fertilization or implantation was happening around that time. So I was having that pain back to back, day in, day out, non-stop. I was seriously in pains. I couldn't move. I was feeling the pain around my lower abdomen and at my back, my waist. I was having serious pains. So as usual, I called my sister. No. The first person I called was my husband. So I told my husband, I'm experiencing pains. Okay, I'm experiencing pains, and this pain is sudden and it's strange. I'm not supposed to be experiencing pain right now. So he now said I should go to the hospital and check what's up. And you know, during that time, there's no test you carry out that is going to show. As far as I know, like, I'm talking from experience, home kit is not going to show you anything. So I spoke with my sister and she said the same thing. She said I should go to the hospital and complain about the pains because I couldn't bear the pains anymore. I didn't go to my hospital. I went to a clinic nearby my house. So when I went there, I explained everything to them, and they were like, okay, they're going to do a blood test. When they do the blood test, they're going to find out if it is actually what I'm suspecting. What happened was when I got to the hospital, I told them that I was having serious pains and I need um I need medication. So the lady was like, okay, they are going to do a urinalysis for me to know if I have infection, and then they are going to also um, give me medication, and they are going to also do pregnancy tests to know what's really happening. So they did both, but the urinalysis, the result doesn't come out on the same day. The result doesn't come out on the same day. So there's no way I could get that result the same day. I had to come back the next day or 2 days after. So they did the pregnancy test and it was negative. Like I explained to you, it was just too early. So it was negative. The nurse was like, she can't leave me in this condition to go back home. That what they're going to do, since it's not pregnancy, the pregnancy test came out negative. So they're going to start treating me for infection, even though they haven't seen that urinalysis test. They're going to start treating me for infection because what else could make me be in such pain, like serious pain? So right there and then, they started treating me for infection. I took injection, and that injection was supposed to last for like 3 days. So I took injection, paracetamol injection, and antibiotic for the infection they believed that I had. So I took the injection for 3 days. When I got home after taking the paracetamol injection, the pain relieved me for a while, but it was still there because that pain was severe. So after the second day, the pain came back with full force. So I now went back to that clinic. I'm still feeling that pain. I'm still feeling the pain. So the results of the urinalysis now came out, and it turned out I didn't have any infection. So I just took that medication for free. The only thing that I needed was painkillers for that pain. I ended up taking that medication for free because I didn't have infection. Nothing was wrong with me. And still, since it wasn't even up to a week, still the pregnancy test will still come out negative. So, and I have 2 weeks to my next show, my next monthly show. So I have a period of 2 weeks to wait, a whole 2 weeks. And you guys, that 2 weeks as at that time was looking like 2 months. Do you get? So that pain continued like that. I endured the pain. I have a video about it. I have a that should be like my very first video. I'm going to put a card on the screen for you guys to go watch that video if you've not watched it. You understand what I'm talking about. So you guys, that's what really happened. Then I was very impatient because I kind of knew my body system and I knew exactly what was happening. So I first of all bought strip. I bought a home strip. I tried the home strip about 4 days later. It was negative. It wasn't really it was I think that it was I think it was negative. Yeah, I think it was negative. So I had to just wait. So after a week of feeling that thing, feeling the pain, in my mind I just concluded that, man, this baby is pregnant too. There's nothing anybody can tell me because I know my body system and that thing has happened before. So after 4 days, I did that test strip. That was the first one I did. I used the a test strip, and it came out negative, like kind of negative. Let me show you guys. I still kept it. So this is it, right? It showed me one line, just one line. Can you guys see this? It was just one line. So when he showed me that one line, I called my sister and I told her that this thing is showing me negative. My sister was like, okay, you know what, it's still very early, just wait. So I continued taking my paracetamol tablet at home because I was still feeling the pains, like seriously feeling the pains. So after like a week and a week plus some days, I went in for another test. I went in for another test. Then it wasn't completely 2 weeks. So I went in for another test. Let me show you guys. So this is the second strip. Let me show you. So when I went in for another test, this happened. It was one line, you guys, but the second line was faint. Can you see it? Very faint. It was very faint. I was already excited, but I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my husband. It was just me and my sister that was communicating. I told nobody because I wanted to be sure. Like, I wanted to be completely sure, like 100% sure. So I still waited. I was still waiting and waiting and waiting and all that. Then the 2 weeks wait was over. So the date of my monthly show had come. I think that was to be about 20 something of that month. So on that day, I didn't see show. I was like, still before the 2 weeks, about like 3 days or 2 days to my menstrual date, to the time I was supposed to see my monthly show, like 2 or 3 days to the date, I still did another test, you guys. I still did another test. Yes, you guys, I got the confirmation and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, I can't wait for the exact date I'm supposed to get my monthly show. So you guys, the exact date came and I didn't see anything. I didn't get any show. There was no show, there was no nothing. And I'm like, God, I was so happy, I was jubilating. I was like, God. Oh my, you guys, so that was how the journey started. So I now knew, I was convinced, I had gotten the confirmation that yes, baby girl is pregnant, and I was expecting. I was so happy, you guys. So I had to book a date where I'll go to my hospital, which is Nisa Hospital, to go and fully complain about the abdominal pains, the waist pain, the back pain, and to do a proper test there, because this one I did is just a home test, you guys. It's just a home test. So I finally went to the hospital and then I complained about all the pains I was having. I laid their complaint. They still gave me some injections and they did the blood test, and the blood test came out positive. This was like a day or two after my monthly show, and it didn't come. So that was it. In fact, I have a video of it. 4 weeks. That was 4 weeks, my 4 weeks pregnancy video, because you're not the first 2 weeks. You know how it's calculated now. The first 2 weeks you're not really pregnant. Then the last 2 weeks is when your ovulation starts, and then you confirm that you're pregnant. So when my period was supposed to come, it made it 4 weeks from the previous period, which was like I was 4 weeks pregnant. So that's how it's been calculated. If you don't know yet, complaint of abdominal pains, doctor ordered for a scan for me, and I did the scan, and the scan didn't see anything. The scan didn't pick anything. It was just saying it was too early gestational age, blah blah blah. They didn't get anything, so they asked me to come back after 2 weeks. But as at then, the blood result was already positive, so I wasn't really anxious about anything. Like, I was calm. I wasn't nervous about anything, even though the scan did not pick it as at that time. I wasn't nervous about it. So I also showed. I also have a video about the scan. I have a video about the scan. You guys You know what, just scroll down, you watch some the two videos or the three videos I first posted about this pregnancy, and then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Because in my mind I was like, you know what, I wasn't able to document my first pregnancy because I wanted to, there was no strong urge. I didn't push for it, and by then I wasn't a YouTuber. So this second one, I said, you know what, from day one, I'm going to have it on record. I'm going to document everything with dates, you guys. After the scan, after I did the scan that day, the scan said it couldn't pick anything, but I also did series of tests like urinalysis and a lot of things, and my urine was clear. There was no infection, nothing was happening to me. It was just pregnancy and conception that was happening to me. It was just conception, implantation, fertilization, whatever name you want to call it. That was what was happening to me during that 2 weeks that I was having that serious pains. It has happened to me before, and it happened during this one. So I just understand that, okay, this is how my body reacts to pregnancy, this is how my body reacts to implantation, this is how my body reacts to fertilization, this is how my body reacts to conception. So I already took it that way. So I don't know if I'm the only person that feels this way. Let me know in the comment section if you feel this way, if you have this experience, or you know someone has this experience. Please let me know in the comment section. Okay, so that was how I knew that I was pregnant, you guys. It was a really interesting one. It was a really interesting one for me. I was happy. I was very, very happy when I got the news. I called my sister. I gave her the good news. She was like, oh my god, I'm coming for Obuko very soon. See, the gist was so interesting that I ended up not doing my makeup. You guys. I was really gisting you guys. Like, seriously, I ended up not doing my makeup. All I did was just to cleanse my face and apply my face cream. And that was it. So you guys, if you've watched to this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this kinds of topic: pregnancy, motherhood, family, and lifestyle. You guys, parenting. Subscribe to my channel, turn the bell on, turn all bells on, so you get notified once I upload a new video. And thanks so much to my returning subscribers. You guys are the real MVP. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. We've come to the end of this video. Yeah, stay blessed.